St Hildegard von Bingen, The Physica, Book 2, Elements. Air is the breath that, with the dew of its moisture, perspires on all budding things, that they all grow green. With its blowing it brings forth flowers, and by its heat it gives all things the strength to mature. The air, situated near the moon and stars, wets the heavenly bodies, just as terrestrial air enlivens and sets in motion the earth, as well as both irrational and sensible animals, according to their nature. The air compresses within them, but when these animals die, the air reverts to its original state. It does not increase, but remains as it had been. Terrestrial air, which dampens the earth and makes trees and plants grow green and move, does not diminish when it is in these things, nor does the air increase when it leaves plants, which are being cut down or pulled up, but remains in the same state as it was before. Water is from a living source. Waters springing forth from their source wash away all filth. If there is blood and water in a person's eye, from either old age or an infirmity, one should go to a river or pour fresh water into a vessel. Leaning over, he should take the moisture of this water into his eyes. That moisture will stir up the water drying up in his eyes and render them clear. He should also take a linen cloth and dip it in the pure, cold water. He should tie it around his temples and eyes, being careful that it not touch the eyes, lest they be aggravated by the water. The cold water on the soft linen cloth will dampen the eyes until the water of the eyes is restored to sight by this water. Because the eyes are fiery, their membrane thickens. When that membrane is touched by the water as mentioned, the coldness and dampness of the water thin it. One who wishes to have hard, healthy teeth should take pure cold water into his mouth in the morning when he gets out of bed. He should hold it for a little while in his mouth so that the mucus around his teeth becomes soft, and so this water might wash his teeth. If he does this often, the mucus around his teeth will not increase, but his teeth will remain healthy. Since the mucus adheres to the teeth during sleep, when the person rises from sleep, he should clean them with cold water, which cleans teeth better than warm water. Warm water makes them more fragile. A woman who suffers inordinately great menses for an excessive amount of time should dip a linen cloth in water and place it frequently upon her thighs, so that she grows cold internally, since the unreasonable flux of blood is restrained by the coldness of the linen cloth and the frigid water. She should then massage the veins in her legs, belly, chest, and arms by gently squeezing them with her hands. This keeps them within bounds, so the wrong route is not created for the blood. She should also be careful not to work too much, and not to be worn out by too much traveling, lest that blood be agitated. She should also be careful not to eat hard and bitter foods, lest they give her indigestion. During this time, she should eat soft and sweet rations insofar as they heal her internally. She should drink wine and beer, since she is strengthened by them, and is thus able to retain her blood. Earth. Earth is naturally cold, and has many powers in it. In summer the lower part is cold, and the upper part is warmed with heat generated by the sun's powerful rays. In winter the interior part of the earth is warm, lest it be split by cold dryness, and the upper part is cold, since the sun at that time draws its powers back from the earth. The earth shows its greenness in heat, and its dryness in cold. In winter the sun over the earth is sterile, and drives its heat into the earth, so the earth can preserve its various grasses. Through heat and coldness it brings forth all grasses. There is white, that is to say, pallid earth, as well as black, red, and slightly green. White earth, which is pallid and sandy, is somewhat dry, and holds great moisture and large drops of rain. From this great moisture it brings forth wine, fruit-bearing trees, and a moderate amount of grain. Earth which holds in itself a bit of moisture in minute drops produces from that small amount of moisture grain, a bit of wine, and few fruit-bearing trees. Black earth, with a correct balance, has a cold moisture, neither too great nor too little, but moderate. From this moisture it it engenders not all fruits, but it brings forth plentifully the fruit it does engender. When its moisture is disturbed at times by storms, there is a failure in the fruit. Red earth has a correct balance in its moisture and dryness. It brings forth many fruits that, because of their abundance, are unable to come to completion. Having correct balance, it is not easily harmed by storms. The earth, which has neither a white nor black nor red color, but is greenish and stony, is cold and dry. It engenders neither wine nor grain nor other fruitful produce, since it does not have the correct balance in its dryness. If it produces some, they fail quickly. If someone is overwhelmed by numbness, another person should take a bit of the earth from the right and left side of the bed where the sick person's head is, and in the same way take earth from near the person's right and left foot. While he is digging, he should say, "You earth are sleeping in this person," and he should place the earth, which had been taken from both sides of the patient's head, under his head until it grows warm there. In a similar manner, he should place the other earth under his feet, so that it might receive heat from them. When the earth is placed under his bed and under his head and feet, this should be said, "You earth, grow and be useful to this person, so that he may receive your vital greenness in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, who is the all-powerful living God." This should be done for 3 days.